I've been looking at this guitar this morning and I didn't realize it sounded so fucking bad. Am I not supposed to say that within like the first 10 seconds of looking at guitars and stuff? This one right here is it's kind of a rare one, but this is you don't see this too many times out there. It's called a Kaler tremolo system, and I might have went a little too spicy on this one because I put invaders in top and bottom, and it's just like I put two bridge. I thought maybe since maybe instead of buying it's a one of a kind. It's a one. It's a one of a kind. It's all mine. It's all mine. Those two invader pickups are just so fucking hot in here. Get it. See if you Caldwell's awake. Caldwell. 2. Looking at Mockingbird. Mockingbird, yeah. Mockingbird, yeah. I was going to look at the Kramer today, too. Instead of like getting new guitars. Wait, what did I do? Oh, God. I sent it to you. I did send it to you. Okay. Wow, I'm so asleep. So asleep. Oh, God. Needs to have a thing to sit it on my I shouldn't have done. And this is why you don't want to just totally put like full distorted pickups in both sides. And that's another thing right there. I got it. You hear that? That's why I got to talk to Mr. U. Caldwell. Hey, listen. The 3rd fret. If you can hear it clear, 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 rattle, rattle. Which gives that rattle up at the top. It's open. It's gonna rattle out. Give me some clear here. I'm probably going to have to get into the trust rod on this one. And like, hey, not visible, I can see you. Yeah, I used to have I'd like to have a BC Rich bass. I used to have a Warlock bass. But this one right here, I don't know what the hell happened to it when I bought it. I bought it back in 2000 for $50. Hey, Richard. And I bought it, and let's see, this whole horn was sawed off. It was totally sawed off. Someone had sanded it down and made it like a blue wood grain color. And the pickups were missing out of it. So I went with, I thought it'd be like, I was being an idiot, and I thought it'd be cool to go with these Invader pickups. Well, I don't know why they did it. Well, I'll tell you. I know the answer to why they did that. I bought it off of eBay for $50, like I said back then, and I know why they did it. They put the BC Rich puts the strap right up here on the point, and you will see a lot of these Mockingbirds where the point is broken off time and time again from the guitar straps yanking the hole out. And so I came back in and actually put like screws. I screwed wood. Well, I didn't screw. I put wood dowels down. I drilled holes into the body and put wood dowels down into the body, like 3, and then went around that with I didn't know, but it worked out fine. But I went around it with Bondo, so this doesn't look too woody up here, up under the paint. And then I was supposed to spray paint it chrome. I painted it chrome and thought that would come through. But then when I went over it with the lacquer coating, it turned it like this dull, like iPhone gray. And at the time, I really didn't care. I was just like, okay, I want to get this thing back up and running. That one old mic is really popping. Popping. But yeah, what confuses me about it, it's been sitting in the case for about 20 years. And I got some rattle right there. Hey, Urban. And I'm really good at Floyd Rose and setting up the Floyd Rose tremolo system. But this is a Kahler, and I need to raise it up, but there's on this Kahler system, it's not like a Floyd where you can come in with the Allens and set it up. So I may have to be doing some work on the neck, which I don't like to do. Across the sea, Kill the thing that must not be. See, you're just and you can see, like I was saying, Urban, the pickups in it. Uh, uh, those are like these old school, like Invader pickups that was known to be. Uh, the bridge was just known to be like really, really hot. There's like an 87, and an 85 for the bridge, and and uh and it was like, do you want to go like insane or totally fucking insane? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna put a freaking like insane in the freaking neck, and then I'm gonna put like a what was it? Then totally insane in the bridge, but that gives me no variance between the two. But if you see some of the new BC Riches, though, hey Al, what's up, buddy? I'm looking at one of my old guitar. I'm going through my guitars this morning and looking at some of the old stuff, and this one is pretty old. This one's pretty old. But I caught a rattle. Hear that rattle? God. That's not good because it picks up the rattle on the third and then goes away on the second. And that is so freaking not good. That is so not good. I may be filing frets. I don't want to do that. I don't like to file the frets, especially on a like 40, 50-year-old guitar. If you hang on loosely, don't let go. If you cling too tightly, you're gonna lose control. But yeah, that what's the matter with? It's funny, this shit that I hear when I'm fucking around. What's the matter with the shoes I'm wearing? Can't you tell I'm out of touch? Oh, God. I was going to look at my Kramer today. What was that other one? That Jackson. I need to. I've been trying to buy a guitar, and you know what sucks? Because I got a lot of guitars, but let's see, what is it? Just going with this one. This guitar is $100, and God knows I probably should quit being a dick to this guy. This guy's been trying to sell this guitar for $100 for 2 years, and I am such a dick. I'm like, yesterday I offered him 75 because I'm an asshole. I really, I really, I really, uh, I really hate myself for some of the shit I do sometimes. And this is one of them. I'm a cheapskate. I'm a freaking, hey, Mary, I'm a cheapskate. Um, let's see. Throw this up here. Share the screen. And see, and I like this. Um, but yeah. So there's an Arbor Explorer from the 80s, and he wants 115 for it, and I've done everything for 2 years. He has not sold that guitar, and he still has it. And I really don't need another guitar. I really don't need another guitar, but it's a hardtail. It's so it doesn't have a trim system on it, which I mean, I just I gotta have a tremolo system on it. I don't have to, but whatever. But that Arbor, and you see that it's a one piece, which a lot of people like. They like the fact that it's a one piece, but because I break stuff, I like to have necks on the guitar that I can take off and put on like new necks when I break them. But I don't break necks. I haven't broken a neck in years. I don't do the same shit as I used to do. I don't my run around, jump around, and stuff. And just uh, um, uh, there's a link if anybody wants to come up. I'm just goofing around on Saturday morning. I gotta go in a couple of hours, but freaking, I should just give this dude the money. Why am I such a dick? Over like $20, I'm being a dick to this guy for 2 years. 2 years he's been trying to sell this. But I tell you, I got Explorers all over the place, and they're hard to put on a rack. Breaking necks like Steven Seagal. Well, and you know what it is? I'm a better person now. One time, this person threw a whiskey bottle at me, and it was pre sunshine, so it wasn't sunshine. But this person threw a whiskey bottle at me, and I had this Takamine uh, Explorer, and that whiskey bottle hit right on the neck, ding, and broke off the freaking fretboard. Now, an older guy like me now, and that what I know now, I would have put down the no, it wasn't Sunshine. Sunshine does not throw the whiskey bottle; she empties them. Um, but the thing was, is the neck was broke on a guitar that had the neck bound to it, and I could have changed the neck. But that rattle on that third fret is driving me batshit bonkers. See, I got right on the third fret, and that's probably if you see, yeah, it was a Takamine. Oh, Oh, Edward, I got some stories, buddy. I got some stories. That seems like it's got. Oh, I may have to. Oh God, I hate getting the truss rod out, and especially on these ones that's got these mark nuts on. See, that's bad. God. And see, those pickups are so out there, you can't. God, that sounds like shit. And the meek shall inherit the earth. And this guitar's so out there. I mean, there's no. Get the fuck out of here. God. Yeah, this guitar's going to have some work. It's going to have some freaking work. I'm hoping I find like a cool guitar. And here's the really weird thing. What happened is an aunt of mine, really cool aunt, she is so super duper cool. She sent my birthday money early. And the way I am is if I get money for like my birthday or something, I try not to spend that shit on bills. Because if I go put that cash into the bank, guess what? We're going to spend it on bills and shit. So I keep that money in my back pocket. And I think it's really cool because she knows me. She got me some she got me like Frankenstein, the mummy, and werewolf dolls. And she sent me $150. And I'm like, okay. So what would she buy me for my birthday? And I think she would buy me that Arbor guitar. But but the thing is, I got so many guitars. I got so many. And I do this every time I do this. You can't ever see them, but there's stacks and stacks of guitars. There's like a 10 guitar rack over there, and it's full. And I thought maybe since I'm having a guitar jonesing, maybe I should just fix a couple of the ones I got. And I knew that this one had been, I just totally overramped it. I put 500K pots in it. And I'm going to tell you, if you got a guitar that's like running a little quiet, you put some 500K pots in it, and it'll liven up. Well, okay. I know what I need to do on this one. How about get another? What's my best guitar? Well, I think there's a thing. What the hell?
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, my best guitar is the one you see me with all the time. You know that BC Rich
The one
Explorer.
that looks like a Skid Row album
Yeah,
cover.
yeah. It has some weird things that on that guitar that actually tell the time that it was made. There used to be a preacher named Oral Roberts. You ever heard of him?
Oral.
Yeah, Oral.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know who he is.
yeah. You do?
Yeah.
There's a lot of jokes that go with that I won't tell right now, but he said that he was going to go home if he didn't get $1,000,000. Okay, and he said God told him that he would get uh well, the pots don't make the pickups hotter. They just they don't make the pickups hotter, but they do. I think they bring in more. They like pretty much let, it's kind of like a gate that everything's going through, and the pots just let more go through. But I mean, and here's the thing: I put the 500K pots in here, and then I put like the hottest pickups I could find at the time. And I mean the hottest pickups in the neck. And yeah, Oral Roberts said that God had told him that he was going to call him home, which he meant that God was going to call Oral Roberts to heaven if everybody didn't give him $1,000,000. And God said that Oral needed to take $1,000,000 for himself, that he had been taking money for years and years, and that they couldn't, they weren't going to. God wanted him to have the money to spend on himself. Okay. Well, that guitar actually has "Oral Go Home" wrote on in the graffiti, and
Huh.
it was made by this guy Bill Wilson or something. He has his own guitar company now, and like you have to pay like thousands and thousands of dollars for his guitars. But he started out working as a young kid at BC Rich with Bernie Rico, and that guitar was actually made by Bernie Rico and like Bill, I think it's Bill Williamson or something. Anyhow, Bill Lawrence, or yeah, or something like that. I don't know. It's like early in the morning for me, but my best guitar is definitely the one that you see if you've ever seen me. You see me with that one, and I think that's it I don't know. My bass E is like, oh God, that's what I really need to be. I almost got a acoustic bass the other day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was like it was an American made acoustic bass. Guy wanted $50, and I was like, bam, I'm all over that dude. And he's like, I've sold this for not enough money, haven't I? And I was like, well, I don't know about all that. I don't know. He's like, it's gone. He's like, it's been up for 10 minutes. I got 50 responses. I'm like, God damn it, no. He's like, well, if this dude doesn't come through and the next dude doesn't come through and the next dude doesn't come through, I'll give you a call. I'm like, no, God. And
Now you
dude,
gotta convince those other dudes not to come through.
well, no, I
Yeah,
was. Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
yeah. You gotta call them up and say, "Hey, don't buy this thing. I
Oh,
want it."
yeah, no, yeah.
Whereas I have to buy it off of them, you know, they'd be like, "Yeah, sure,"
And
for
that's
like
the hell.
$1,000.
No, and that's the hell of it. I think it's already. He said the reason why he was selling it is the pickup. The pickup on the inside went out. Now I'm thinking to myself, did you change? I'm not going to say shit like this, but I'm going to be like, did you change the battery? Did you unscrew the jack and see? And that's what it is. It's not the battery, because surely he wasn't that stupid. It's the jack. A lot of times when I hear people say this electric guitar quit working, it'll be that the plug-in jack on the end, and it's just twisted and got a loose connection there. And they're like, it's broken. Well, this BC Rich, the one that you see me playing on all the time, it was made in America. American made BC Riches are like, they start out at $1,000 and go up. And I mean, when I say go up, there's some BC Riches out there. It's like $30,000. And you're like, oh, wow, that's insanely expensive. But here's the thing. There's some fenders out there I looked at a fender the other day and I was like, the guy was like, pretty much if you had to ask how much this fender is, you can't afford it. And I actually told him, I said, I know I can't afford it, but what are you getting it on? And he said something like $57,000. But it was a very, very old and rare Fender.
Fuck, this is dusty as fuck, but this is my first guitar, my Yamaha.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen them. Is it a Pacifica?
No, just ERG.
Oh, okay.
121.
Well, that's...
but like, I gotta get a new input cover. I just kind of crafted out of plexiglass because I didn't have any other options. I need to get like another. I gotta get so much shit done with this.
Yeah. This is I made the back to this one. I made that back because you couldn't buy it, and not visible. This is an NJ series too, but you see how it says NJ on it? And NJ series are freaking nice. Now they're not American made; they're made in like Nagasaki, Japan, or something. And I probably just made that up. But the NJ series, they're freaking badass because they were the first. Everybody was like, "Oh wow, BC Rich is not made. They're not making some of them in America anymore." And at the late '80s, early '90s, they went and started making some in Japan. Well, everybody's like, "I'm not buying that Japan junk." Then all of a sudden, everybody was like, "Oh my God, the Japanese guitars are really, really good." And of course, as life would go, then they started making them in Korea. And I got a Korean one around here somewhere. But the Japanese and American ones, this is the price range. It goes from American made, expensive, to Japanese made, pretty goddamn expensive, and then you go down to your Korean made, and I'm seeing a lot of stuff come out of Indonesia lately, which is crazy. But I really like the 80s guitars with the like cool sounding paint. Like I want to. I don't even know why, but I want one. I really want one of those that are tiger striped, and but they're so freaking expensive those Kramers that are tiger stripe. Like
Cool sounding paint. Was that like tone paint?
yeah, no, that means they look really they look like I should be wearing
Yeah.
spandex pants while I'm playing it. You know, like
Yeah,
a
you gotta
Japs.
get like the you gotta get the one you gotta get the onesie that like Eddie Van Halen has or whatever or had. You know
He has some
the
overalls.
the big dip in the front there. It's just like, why are you even wearing that? You know, like what's the point of wearing anything at this point?
I was watching this morning. I was watching him this morning when he got. They were talking about like the 2004 tour where he got so wasted he couldn't come on the stage. He unplugged his guitar and he was still playing it and stuff. They were like, stop. But I, this is one of the guitars. So uh, you called. Well, if you see this, you know, shoot me an email or talk to me about what you think I should do about that third fret, man. Me and you Caldwell are talking about doing a guitar show. But the thing that bothers me about that third fret is it's on, and then the third fret rattles, and then it's back on. See, it should rattle all the way back up the neck. If it rattled all the way back up the neck, I'd be good. I could adjust the neck or something, but with it rattling on that third fret, I may be pulling out a file, and I really hate to do that. Really hate to do that. Yeah, not visible. That NJ series is really sweet. I'm fixing to pull out another one here. You ready for that? Yeah, we're doing stuff and stuff. But how in the hell did that even happen? How did my headphones get through the strap? Yeah.
So my problem that I have with my bass is I'm sorry.
Well, I know you're talking about the rattling on the bass, and I'll tell you, I've had so many basses. I've had so many basses that rattle all the time, even when they were good. They were like, dude, it's. I even took it in one time. I'm like, dude, I can't get over this. What's wrong with it? And he's like, dude, that's a sweet Schecter, and
Like,
you're rattling it out. It rattles.
like, does that sound like? Does this sound like kind of? Does it sound normal to you?
Yeah, it sounds pretty grooving.
Because I think that, I don't know. It's just I get more of that like right around the eighth fret. Like,
Yeah, but does it rattle after you go up? That's the eighth. And
I mean, it doesn't sound so bad when I go up.
yeah,
Like, kind of a little bit is a little more pronounced though, but like I don't know. But see, when I play with other things, I don't really hear it. So it's like, is it that really that big of a deal
yeah,
to have that little extra
yeah.
kind of
Well,
that kind of comes in there? You know what I
that's
mean?
what I
Like,
was thinking with this one. And when I went to go play Rush just now, where it went down and out, it yeah, it matters
see,
sometimes.
because I've got my DI pedal and I'm like I scooped out all the other frequencies. I just turned the treble all the way up, and now this is what I hear. Like, do you hear the?
Here, let me grab. You know,
I don't know. I mean, I guess it doesn't sound too bad. I've listened to plenty of other bass players who have a little bit of buzz too, but sometimes you get this weird like if I pluck it the certain way, if I pluck it the wrong way, it does this kind of like a
yeah,
almost like the like similar to like this,
yeah, no, yeah.
where,
It
where
does.
your string is off the fretboard. But I get that
Well, and that's what that mockingbird was just doing.
Bass battle.
And this one, I know will probably not rattle because it's a little high off the board. Bang your head. You know, that's a job you make. What fret are you on there?
What?
What fret are you on?
Oh, the eighth fret is the tower where the buzz is.
Yeah, there's 5,
On
11,
the A
8.
string.
So that's what I'm getting on the 8.
See, I'm not hearing like any rattle. I'm just hearing straight up note.
Yeah.
Whereas mine, I get a little bit of buzz, like a post note.
Yeah, you might have to. Can you raise it up at the tail?
I mean, I think I'm set at the tail because I mean, everything else is, like fine. It's just that one. It just feels like that one spot is off for some
Yeah,
reason.
and that's what was happening with that mockingbird just now.
And I even tried raising it up a little bit higher than normal, but like that really takes off my radius thing because because I do the radius when when I'm setting it up, and so then it just takes it way off of.
But yeah, and this one is one of those. I got this just to put some bass down. I really need to quit buying like high-end guitars and get a good bass. But I mean, this one works for what I do, I guess. I've never really been known to be a bass player. Wow. Look, is that in tune? Dude, that's stupid shit. Oh, what did I see? Could I believe? Oh God, my
Okay.
these basses will eat your fingers up.
Hi, Pukey. Distortion.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know what that's coming to. I just rolled out of bed. Just rolled out of bed. Yeah. Couldn't happen. But yeah, and see, I put Alienware heads all over it, so that makes it sound better.
Hi, Lady Campion.
Yeah, Lady Campion, we're having a face off. Face off. Face off. Oh no, you didn't, E. Urban. Yeah, but I was going to look at this Charvel. I got not Charvel. Is it Charvel? No, Jackson. Jackson. I got Jackson around here. And and what's so stupid is I'm not going to do this. I got a fender over here, and I was looking at fenders. I'm like, oh look, there's a Strat. Why in the fuck am I going to buy another Fender Strat when I got a Fender Strat sitting in the studio? It's just not. It's just not. It's just not smart. You know why?
Yeah, I think if I was to get another guitar, I would probably want to get a Fender Strat. I definitely like the way they sound. I like metal guitars, but Strats just have a nice like funkiness to them. You know, like they got a certain kind of like timbre. It just lends itself to like really good like garage sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like the. Well, I mean now, and a bunch of people who play Explorers will tell you we play Explorers a lot. Um, but like I got a Warlock over here that is little cheesy. Uh, some of these never get out of their cases. Some of them. Yeah. Like okay, well now you know this one. This one's gonna play. Uh, but you pay a lot of money for one of these son of a bitches. They better play. Uh, this one is a. Hey, there's you, Caldwell. Hey, you. I sent you an email and or you know we or uh we were if you wanted to come up or I you don't have to take it, you know, but you don't have to come up here either. But we were just so me and you are gonna now this one. This is a Gibson Les Paul studio, and I bought it with the EMGs already in it. I probably would not have done that, but you know, Zach Wild does that shit, and so everybody that is a Zach Wild fan, pretty much. But you can tell that at least the pickups are same. So the same Rush I was playing earlier. Yeah, I mean, you can tell the notes are clear on it, and that's because someone that was not insane put the pickups in here. And I guess I like distorted pickups, but if you put like really distorted pickups in both slots, it just goes into mush. But I I really rocked out one of those Yamaha guitars like you got. I'll put a lot of stuff. My daughter has it now.
And my bass is also Yamaha. I think I just like Yamahas. I don't know. I've always just seemed to have better luck with Yamahas. I had an Ibanez before. It was really a nice guitar. And I'm sad that I sold it because like yeah, I wish I still had it. It was nice. It was white with like a black binding around it,
Right, right.
and like yeah, it had a nice real fast neck.
Well, we all do that. I had not visible put some EMGs in their bass. I'm gonna tell you right now. I mean, these EMGs are pretty good. They're pretty. They're pretty good. I will say that I got this Gibson more as an investment, so I haven't changed the hardware on it or anything. And I kind of really wished it had its P90s back in it, but that's not what I got. And to be truthful with you, the Gibson sounds really good. Uh, but at the thing about it is it's just so freaking heavy. I mean, that bass I just had in my hands is probably uh, it's probably 3 or 4 pounds lighter than this one. Oh yeah. So what do? I just mac that baby down on that corner of that amp. I knew this one was good. I don't even know why I pulled it out. It was like the next in line over there. But when you're talking about like some of the more expensive guitars I got in here, this is probably one of them. No, I wouldn't say the neck is heavy. I'd say the wood that the
The
body.
overall guitar is just heavy.
It's just like tonnage. It's like a boat anchor. And
Boom.
I mean,
My bass is kind of heavy, but I still, like, as heavy as my bass is, I've never played anything as heavy as a Les Paul. Like,
Yeah.
regular Les Paul guitar. Like,
right, and I guess it's the density of the wood or something.
you think as heavy as they are, like, that headstocks wouldn't snap off so easily.
Yeah, that happens a lot. This baby right here, when I got it, it was just covered in sweat and stuff, and I actually went back.
So a player's guitar.
Well, it was, but then I went back in and put all the original I bought new gold hardware for it. It had gold hardware, but it was all pitted up from the sweat. And I bought all new gold hardware. I bought a new pick guard with the gold hardware. I still need to buy a gold switch for it over here, but yeah. And see, earlier I was playing that.
Earlier, it sounded like you were starting to play "Come as You Are."
She passes out. Well, and here's the thing, my brother, when I was in a band, my brother is really very, 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 very good. He went to college, like I think the Joe Satrioni College, to learn how to play and all this shit. So when we were in a band, I would have songs, and I really hate to bust something like this. And it was a different time, okay? You understand it? It's a different time. So I'm not trying to offend anybody, but one of the main songs we used to have that in the metal bars was Christ the Enemy.
Was what?
Christ the Enemy.
Oh, okay.
And that doesn't fly so well anymore, but it would be like Christ the enemy, love, a bloody fist. Christ the enemy, love, a death of this. Now you can. But I was just just out there, okay, and my brother would let me get away with making a riff like that, just, and I was so piss ass drunk that I would make riffs that I could play while I was totally fucked. And I had just like the most horrendous like lyrics to the songs, and that would change night to night. But he was so good that he would be behind me doing some technical shit like and so he was covering up my shittiness. And so the only reason I had so many guitars is because I was singing and I had to have cool looking guitars, as I'm that guy. And but there's reasons why I don't bring up my old band, because like I said, it was a different time. It was a different time, and we plus I need to get that shit over from VHS to. I need to get the band shit from VHS. I used. You think my hair's long now? I used to have hair down to like my waist, and like one of my shows, I actually got in trouble because I was like, it was kind of like this kind of atmosphere where, like a bunch of my friends came out, they'd come out and throw beer at me and stuff, and I would like hit them with my guitar and all this shit. And matter of fact, one of the guys at the bar that owned one of the bars was like, "Man, Pole Vault, you totally suck. God, you suck. God, you suck. Please come back, because every time you come back, I sell so much alcohol." He's like, half of it's being thrown at your ass, and I'm like, yeah. So, but
it kind of reminds me of like when I was doing stand up, and like bars loved me at like 2 o'clock because it was like last call, and I was the easiest way to get the bars to clear out. And they let me do an extra set at the end.
No, visible. See, the thing is to be honest with you, now when I make songs now, when you're recording, it's a lot easier, and I'm not totally intoxicated. I'm not totally inebriated drunk, and when you're sitting in a studio situation, it gives me chances to play shit over and over and over till I get it just right, and I can loop and I can affect and I can go back in and change a note and stuff. But yeah, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to let we refer to the pole vault that gets drunk as evil pole vault, and we don't dare let that one loose on the web, because I'll get on here and be like, and say something like, All right, this is the one about where I fucked a nun in the ass. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then everybody will be like, "Oh my god, we're
I'm
gonna."
down for that.
Yeah. No,
I still have a song in my mind about sexy nuns. A rap song about getting with a nun. So there, that's on the back burner right now. Sexy nuns are a habit I cannot break. Is the name I'm going with.
I dated a nun and I got none. You wanna go with a nun? You'll get
I
none.
was fucked a nun and I liked it.
You get none when you go with a nun. You get none when you go with a nun. Some bullshit like that, and everybody be like, "Oh, okay, we're not going to
I
see
fuck.
one."
I fucked a nun and I liked it.
But see that back in the 80s, and the Iron Maiden and the Dio and the Ozzy and the Motley Crue at the time was, that was the thing. So we were, you know, we were we were doing all that. Let's see what guitar's coming up next.
It's a Yamaha. Deep Burrito asked what bass is that? It's a Yamaha. TRBX 174U. I don't know why it's U in the serial number, but yeah, it's good old Yamahas. Cheap and pretty reliable, honestly.
Yeah, I had a Pacifica one time. That's what I said. I pimped it all out. My daughter took it. Okay.
Still would like to get me a Stingray, though. I want a Stingray.
Oh, yeah. This is one of my favorite ones here. Even though I never play it. But this one is this one is a Jackson, which is they're not. Most people don't know Jacksons to look like a Strat. This is like one of the first Jacksons that went across. Like Iron Maiden guy plays it, Dave Murray or something. Shit.
Dumb
Yeah. But what I like about this one is these old Jacksons. I mean, it lays right down on the frets. I mean, you can't hardly see anything in between it. Real easy on the. Yeah, it got junk. But I really like this Jackson. I like that it has the humbucker down low, and the trim system on it is really kind of different. It's a Wilkinson trim system.
Well consumed. Why why did that make me think of the old Wilkins coffee commercials?
Yeah, I used to put those on the Monday show.
Bad things happen to people who don't drink Wilkins coffee.
Yeah, I got those all lined up. We
Fucking
uh,
love those.
I've been getting so many requests to do the Hangover show I used to do, but I was telling someone a couple of days back, it was just so much editing. But this guitar, I really like this one. I really like this one.
Is there like a spring reverb or something?
It's acoustic plus JC 120.
Okay.
I got a multi effect pedal.
So basically, an acoustic through a Marshall amp. I would imagine that's what the JC is. It's like some kind of Marshall.
But you can just like throw the hippie stuff.
Oh no, it's a Roland. Okay. It's actually a Roland JC 120. It's a Roland amp. It's a jazz chorus guitar amp.
This is a violin.
That was bizarre.
Yeah, and then
That's like a metal crow.
let's see. Oh, that was smashed anyway. But this one is good. This one's good to go.
Did you see the front wall? Did you see the falling bomb? The flames are all long gone, but the pain lingers on.
Yeah, but I really love this Jackson. It I mean, it does. The only reason why I don't play this Jackson out a lot is because I have really damaged the shit out of the one I play, and so I don't mind whacking it on some stuff.
Whacking it.
Well, and this Jackson is just.
Whack.
Hey, I paid $100 for this thing. $100 for it.
Nice.
And I was like, why is this still out on Craigslist? Why in the hell? It's been out there for 3 months. So it took me another 2 months of trying to hook up with this dude. And once I drove 120 miles to get to his house, and he wasn't there. He called me up one day and he's like, hey, dude, so you want to do this deal today? I said, I'm never fucking coming to see you again, dude. I'm never fucking dealing with you. No, really, if you got the $100 today, I'll do it. I'm like, you drive it to me. I'll give you I'll give you 120 for gas.
Oh shit! He should have given you money for the gas for going
Well,
out there and not being
no,
there.
And I gave him my address at work, and I hung up the phone on him. And about about 2 hours later, my boss said, "Hey, dude, there's some dude with 2 black eyes at the door for you.
Black eyes or black guys?
Black eyes." And I go out, and this dude has been punched in his face, and like beat down. And he's like, "Hey, dude, hey, man, so I know this guitar is worth more than this." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I don't know what you know, but I know what I'm paying you for it. Well, you got the money?" I was like, "Yep." And I gave him I was like, "Hand me the guitar, hand it to me." And when he handed it to me, I was like, "Here's your money," and I get the fuck out of my life, dude. I'm never talking to you again. You're a fucking weenie.
He's like, all right, I'm getting my crack tonight.
Mm-hmm.
As he runs out with the money. Who's got crack money? I got crack money. Who's got crack money? I got crack money.
And I was there for him. And I'm telling you, it's just such a nice guitar, and it's like just blemish free. And I'm just like, so I mean, when you got a guitar like this and it's like old and history and like,
Did you take the back panel off? There might be like a rock like left in there. You might have stored a crack rock in there.
oh no, but I will tell you this: I did buy a Gator case, and I didn't know it at the time, but I stuck my hand down there and I was like, "What in the fuck is this? Baby powder?" And about that time, dude, I just started feeling like, oh God. And it probably took me 2 days to come down. So I didn't know back then. I thought it was like cocaine. And I was like, no, I'm not that big of a pussy like that. I could just touch it and get it on my hands and be tripping. And so then, like, as the year went by, they're like, there's this new shit out called fentanyl. All you have to do is touch that shit and it fucks you up. And I was like, oh, I better go clean that out.
Yeah, that shit's that's what took one of my best friends.
Well,
and she wasn't a drug addict or anything. She wasn't a user. I think she must have touched a bathroom or touched some in a bathroom somewhere, and she died like later that night. So.
Well, I mean, this shit kept me fucked up for like 2 days, and I just rubbed my hands in it. I'm like, is this baby powder? Taste it.
Could have been fucking anthrax. Fuck, like.
I knew right away as soon as I tasted it, which you probably shouldn't do out there, kids. Don't taste.
No, just don't taste no random powder from a case.
I thought it was baby. I thought it was baby powder, and I'm like, why are you putting baby powder in the guitar case? And
well, if I was thinking that was baby powder, I still wouldn't like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't want it on my guitars, and yeah, you don't. There's a lot of things you lick that you probably shouldn't, but
Explains my dating life.
But I mean, I forgot how much I like this guitar. Maybe I need to make a song with this one. Dirk, what's up, Deep Burrito? It's a party. No, I'm just going through my guitars and looking at them. I was trying to buy a guitar, and I was like, I'm going to. I've probably been sounding like shit all morning. Oh wow, I've had my settings just so fucked up. Hey E, what does that sound like?
So what?
Are you getting a lot of echo right now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Check 1 2.
yeah. No, I'm turning
Yep, still good.
insulation. But no, I had it on there. Jesse is a friend. You know Jesse's been a good friend of mine. But some lately has come along. It's hard to find. What can I see in a girl like that? There's some Rick Springfield for you there, E. I know you are thrilled about that shit.
Woo!
But Rick Springfield is making a big comeback. Hell, some of the cases I got some of these in because he gave it to me with no case, and I got it in a Fender case that freaking cost as much as some freaking guitars. But I picked the case up for $10 at an auction, so it's not a big thing.
There's a new Steve Terberry. I don't know if you ever watched Steve Terberry at all, but like he's got a new video out where he puts a lot of guitars through durability tests. And like where like he takes like 5 different guitars and knocks them down on the floor, drops them down the flight of stairs out of the case, hits them with a car, and he does this with a really fine Les Paul, and amazingly the headstock didn't snap off.
Wow, that's what I would have thought. I would have thought the headstock would have snapped right off the Les Paul.
The headstock on, I think it was like he did like one with an Epiphone and then one with a standard Les Paul, and like the Epiphone broke, but like the headstock broke off the Epiphone, but like it didn't off of the regular Les Paul.
Wow.
Even after being hit by a car.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but I got a few of these sitting around here. This is a Jackson Kelly. Yeah. Well,
I had a Jackson, a cheapo that I bought. It was like I think I got it for like 150 or something from a used guitar store. But I just didn't like it at all. Like it just the drum system was so cheap that like it would not stay in tune, and I was just like,
well, this is why you put backs on guitars right here, because
I could just do without trim systems. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not really into like playing a lot of leads. If I was playing anything, it'd be like the, rhythm stuff.
Well, you got to be able, Irvin. You got to be.
I mean, if that's got a Floyd on it, then if it's not gonna go out of tune, then whatever. But like, I don't know, man.
Well, you got to. If you have a lot of guitars that have Floyds on them, you just got to learn how to work on them. And I've got Floyds all over this place, and you got to learn how to set them. But this one's really hot.
Maybe that's why I would just stick to a lot of hardtails. If I was to, I mean, I don't know.
I have a hardtail over here, Jackson Kelly. So there you go. All right. You take a metal man, you put him in control. Watch him become a god as the head explodes.
Do you
I
know,
mean,
do you know how to play the Zoo by Scorpion?
that's about as much as I can remember of the zoo.
I was working on that one for a little while, and it was weird because there's like a power chord. There's like some power chords that like it's a little bit backwards.
Yeah.
It's like you know how when you play a normal like power chord, you play it like this, like,
Right.
except this is like the opposite way. Instead of it being like a normal like
Right.
that, it was like reversed in
Yeah.
some fucking weird way.
That
You know what I mean?
yeah, no, that this one. Ah! You know, over the land of the ice and snow where all the naked people go. You know that one? I think it's that Lemon Zeppelin or something. I don't know if that is. Was that, she's just a woman. But yeah, I mean, and you know, I see like the different guitars are like different tools. Oh, shitty shit, yeah. Look who we got, E. Urban.
Oh,
Uh,
a wild Hugh Caldwell has
Yeah.
appeared.
hey you, did you see
Hello,
that?
fellas.
Did you see that shit that was going on with that Mockingbird I had? Where the I was running up the neck, and like this one goes.
I'm hearing a lot of echoes and repeats here, by the way.
Let's see. Do you have your echo cancellation turned off?
So what?
Let me check.
Let me make sure mine is off.
Checking,
Audio.
checking.
My echo cancellation's on. And then it can't just be my crazy.
It's off, yeah.
Let's see.
Am I
Yeah, it's
echoing?
definitely off.
I don't think
You,
I'm
you're
echoing.
still hearing echoing?
No, I'm not echoing. Am I echoing?
No, it sounds okay now.
Okay, all right.
I think I am.
But I had a Mockingbird out earlier, and on the fourth fret it didn't rattle.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm getting it again.
Oh, let's see.
Sorry, one arsehole had another window open.
There you go. That'll do it. That'll do it. But I had a Mockingbird out earlier, and on the fourth fret it didn't rattle. On the third fret it rattled, On the second fret, it did not rattle. You know,
Yeah, you've got a high fret then, as simple as that.
just got to file it down. Yeah.
It's a tricky job though. You probably better getting somebody to do it because it has to be precision leveled. So,
What are you trying to say, you?
You're not precise enough, pole vaults.
Well, I was going through my guitars. So let's see. I started out with the Mockingbird. I went to the Les Paul, and
Yep.
and you know the thing is that Les Paul, you know they are what they are, man. They never come out. They never go in. It's just a solid what it is. But the problem with the Les Paul is it's as heavy as a boat anchor. It's a studio, and
It's a fucking weapon.
yeah, but I mean it sounds good. And then I have have you ever seen an old Jackson that looks like a Strat?
Yes.
that the San Dimas ones.
No, not a dinky. Let's see.
No.
Okay, I'll pull that back out. Okay. This let's see.
Isn't that the Kelly? The Kelly?
Yeah, that
Kelly.
Jackson Kelly.
Kelly. Every time I hear that, you know, just the name Kelly, I just think of some like, you know, like California chick. Kelly, Kelly.
Well, that one you can only play Megadeth on that one.
Listen, Kelly.
So, yeah, this is why I never take it out of its case because I ding it around like that. But it's a Jackson Professional, and
that's an old one.
yeah, and this is this is what it looks like.
Oh, aye. Oh, it's got a Wilkinson bridge on it.
Yeah. But I mean, I had it. It's really sweet. I even I went way overboard on this one. I actually went out and got a Wilkinson. What is it? What are these capos? A Wilkinson capo to throw in the box with it into its case, so that when you pulled it out, it was all matching shit. Because I'm an idiot and you got to go overboard on that shit. But this one, you know. I mean, I just love it, but you know, it's one of those case queens that I love so much that I don't pull it out because when we're doing the shows, I smash stuff around, and it's not really
He
that.
doesn't pull out.
Yeah, no, I leave it in, but there's a little.
We were showing off Jacksons.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh.
Du-
Yeah.
du- 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 du. Excuse these dodgy. Look at my hands. Way.
Oh shit! You
Jeez,
man.
did you burn yourself?
Oh my god! Oh my god! There's one of those for sale right now. And the guy wants $3,500 for it. I'm just like, wow.
Jeez,
That's
man,
so.
Did you burn your hands?
I did. I've got psoriasis on my skin and on my hands. I accidentally put on capsaicin heat rub instead of
Shit.
ointment onto my hands, and I burnt both hands.
Oh
As you
god.
see.
Oh shit.
That looks so painful. Like, I couldn't imagine you trying to touch a guitar oh.
My shoulders actually hurt more than my hands do at the minute. So
Well, man, we you know we send you positive vibes, man. I'm gonna send some of that pole vault healing over to your way, man. But let's see. I got one that's the weird one. Have you ever heard of the Seymour Duncan blackout pickups that take 2
Yep.
9-volt batteries? That thing
Mhm.
is a little hot. I think I probably should get, yeah, but you like, and I try to take care of everything by throwing it around. You got to throw it around a little bit, but
I do that.
the BC Rich that you're used to me seeing, Urban, this is the one that came out right behind it.
Nice.
That's that drop D tuning Floyd Rose thing that I have on there. It has the blackout. But
You know, that'd be really funny is if they had like, some classic bathroom graffiti, like, and they're like your mom, your mom's number here.
I think I have
And
seen
like
those.
Yeah.
There's
for
one that is
for a good time called Jesse at
Yeah.
555
And this one just goes from hot to hot. I don't. When you turn down the volume, my brother wired this one. When you turn,
I says for a good time to say hi or call Jesse, and then I just look over and Jesse Control pops in. Total accident, by the way. Total accident.
see, I need some contact cleaner in there. Tune. But this one right here, I don't usually play it too much because I used to, in like some of the early pole vault music, when I did like really, really hot stuff,
Uh-huh.
I would, I played this one. But no matter what you play, it sounds the same. Because that blackout pickup is just, and this was one of the things with it, like, hello, hello, hello.
It's
You hear that?
microphonic.
Hello, hello. The
Anybody
blackout
else?
actually picks up like
It's a
voice.
microphonic. I think Brian May's guitar is like that too. At least
Yeah.
in the what was it, the Bohemian Rhapsody movie? There's a part where like they're in the studio and like he's trying to communicate with them in the booth, and like he just picks up his guitar, starts yelling into it.
Well,
Yeah, the pickups in his guitar were originally Burns Trisonics, and they were ceramic, so not being El Nico, you could actually do that. You could use it as a microphone, you know what I mean?
well, and that was weird. It's always weird when you see something like that because I'm like, I hate those fucking pickups. Okay, and then when they said Brian May's playing with those pickups, I'm like, I kind of want one now.
Well, those are that's a thing where it's like you have like with the acoustic you have piezo pickups. Pickups are essentially just microphones. You know,
Mhm.
they're just essentially microphones, but like like the ones that like Brian May has, those are designed for like just a very specific purpose, a
Sound.
very specific sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I forget what Son of Snakes plays, but his friends call him Chris. I call him just yeah, because we're tight like that shit, you know. No, but I can hear Son of Snake play a mile away, and I'm like, that's Son of Snake because the sound of his guitar is so distinct.
Uh-huh.
And I mean,
Is that a Strat? Is Sun Snake play with the Strat? Because it's a very
No,
Strat. sound.
no,
It's kind
no.
of-
no, it's I think it's like a hollow body guitar.
Oh.
God, I forget what it is, but I'll tell you one thing that I've been needing. I need a PRS. I really need and I'm a picky bitch because I want one of those old PRSs, you know.
The old Satana ones are amazing, actually.
Really, really, really. I
Yeah.
almost got one the other day, and once again, it was one of those, someone threw it up cheap, and everybody ran to it like a flock of birds, and it was gone. I've seen the SE models, but the old ones that I'm looking for something. One of the '90s models. About I'm thinking the ones that I really liked was I used to have a buddy that had one that was blue wood color, and it was from about 93, I think 93. And I really loved the feel, but once again, it was a lot like the Les Paul. It was a little bit heavy.
Right.
But the
Can
thing
you
is,
guess what guitar this is?
yes, I can't.
Ovation or something?
No, I know what guitar that is.
Charvel.
Oh yeah, no. And I was talking to Sunshine about that guitar the other day. Not the other day. I was talking to. Oh my god. I was talking to Sunshine about that guitar last night. I was like, the thing about some guitars is you can have all the money in the world, and you just because they say, okay, that guitar is worth X amount of dollars, it has to be available to get it at that much. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Okay, I got the money to buy it. Where is one? Oh, there isn't one. And everybody is sinking their and the thing is,
it's only when you have the money that they don't have it.
Well, I've
when
been
you're
offered
broke as fuck. They're just right there.
Always, yeah.
Right. I've been offered over $10,000 for the one that you see me playing all the time, and the thing is I get upset. I'm like, do I come ask you how much for your kids? And they're like, whoa, dude, that's out of bounds. I'm like, so is you trying to buy my guitar? You're out of bounds. And there's a place out in Las Vegas that buys those. He's trying to buy all of the Explorer BC Riches. He's a collector, and he wants them all. And he's like, and he was like yelling at me. He's like, you guys will not let go of those. And I just said, I don't want to hear any more prices, because I've had it since, it's been through some shit with me, and I'm not getting rid of it at any price. He was like, everyone has a price. And he hung up on me. And like 30 minutes later, he called back and was like, I'm sorry, but do you have a price? I'm like, God.
Do you have a wife?
Yeah, right.
Or both. I'll take both. How about that?
But I will say it's the only guitar in my flock that I feel that way about. But
there was a guy I knew called on YouTube called John Mancuda. He was a BC Rich collector, and he probably owns about 50. Yeah.
Well, it's just and I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4. And they fall through the cracks sometimes, but when they do, you got to take out a loan to get those things, man. They're especially like the bitch model, the 10-string bitch model.
Yeah.
With the keys down in the bottom. That will never happen for me. That will. There's JW Big Tex in the chat. I actually got a BC Rich off of him.
There you go.
And I sold it. He sold it to me too cheap, and then I sold it too cheap. And have you ever seen one of those guitars where like everybody in the gang had that thing at one time?
Right.
It was a bitch that was crackle green, and we were all young, and so wait, y'all want to go have a party? We'll sell that, and I tell you the truth, it just didn't really fit well on my leg. I hate to say bad things about BC Riches, but that particular one, but the bitch can set up like, I think it was meant to play like a V. Maybe, I don't know.
Right.
You put that in there, and you I'm always trying to get Valerie Bott to play her acoustic guitar like this. If you're watching, Valerie, I want to see one of these.
Hey, going back to Jackson guitars again.
Mm-hmm.
There's still one Jackson that I lust after. It was only a limited run model. I forgot the actual proper name of it, but you know the movie Crossroads, Ralph Macchio and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
You had Steve Vai playing the red Jackson Dinky.
Yeah. Is it?
It's a reissue of that with red sparkle of the maple neck. It's just like, wow, come on.
I've been talking to this guy about trading. I got something. I live in Texas, so we have things that the rest of the country doesn't have a lot, and it may go pew pew, but this guy wants to trade me. Have you ever heard of it's a Jackson, and he called it a Star? And
Rings a bell, huh?
yeah, and he wants to trade, and we're talking, but when you got as many guitars as we got, you're like, what do I have more of? But I really want that Star. And if he's watching, I don't want it that bad. Okay, I don't need it. If he's watching, I don't need that thing. Okay, I can take it or leave it. But just between us, I really want that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You can't give your hand away on the trade. Did you see the
That's true.
Did you see the arbor that I was looking at earlier?
I don't think so.
Okay, you're gonna be like, Povalt, why in the hell would you do that? Okay, this are you familiar with the arbors? They're not that good.
Not at all. No.
Well, it's like a Hondo or something, one of those 80s knockoffs.
That headstock
Sure.
looks like a penis.
Well, yep.
It just looks like a straight up fucking bell end.
Well, what they're trying to do there, E, is they're trying to get away from the Gibson headstock so they don't get copyrighted. But here's the thing: this is a one-piece guitar, which I usually don't buy. But he wants $115 for it, and I'm a cheap ass. I offered him $75, and he's like, and I've been talking to him for 2 years, and he hasn't sold it. And I'm like, he hadn't sold that thing in 2 years. He's going to come off of it, $75, and he's like, I remember you, dude. Like, hey, come on. You hadn't sold it in 2 years, $75. He's like, no. And
crazy.
And I'm thinking about just giving him 100. He wants 115. But the thing is the only reason why I want it is, you remember when so Gibson and Fender sued Arbor out of business because they made those guitars, and then Fender bought the company and shut it down.
Oh, Fender done that to a lot of companies, like Tacoma Acoustics and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that's the way they roll.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've never seen so many. Fender. I guess they have a right to be pissed off. I mean, I've seen. I don't know how many different companies make a Strat. And here's the thing. I will tell you, I have like I was talking to E earlier, I got a Yamaha and a Yamaha Pacifica, and my daughter wanted to play around with it, and JW's got a Tacoma. And I sanded the neck down. I sanded it down, like really thin.
Yeah.
And then I just worked on the fretboard and laid it low. Then I got these. Are you familiar with Pearly Gates?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I took out the single coil pickups and in the guitar and put in some Pearly Gates, and once again everybody was like, "Why in the hell are you doing this?" I'm like, I'm souping up this guitar, you know. But it sounded as good as a Strat and played like a Strat, and you know, I can see why, you know, Fender would be like, damn it, people are buying cheap guitars and making them play like Strats.
Mm. Mhm.
But
How many other how many other like shapes really can you do with the guitar? Because I mean, it seems kind of you know like what's left? There's like the razor blade that Schecter released.
yeah,
Have you
and
seen
when
that? The razor blade guitar.
I forget that Dimebag model, and let's see, you got the backwards V, you got the V. I've seen everything. There was a guitar company here in Texas called Robin Guitars, ROBIN, and they made some really crazy guitars. But once again, I don't think you can find one of those out on the internet for sale.
It just seems like some are really impractical.
Oh no,
You
no,
know,
Mhm.
I mean, like you were talking about the BC bitch, and I looked it up, and I'm like, yeah, that's. I don't know if that I would. That just doesn't look like it'd be very comfortable to play. It
well,
seems like the Strat is just like the
yeah,
perfect. It just seems like the perfect shape. I don't know. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, they always said that Leo got it right the first time round, so
right,
Leo Fender.
yeah.
Uh,
It, it's
Not sure
like
about that, but
it fits like a glove. He
nearly
really put some thought
it
into it.
does.
Do you ever play a
Yeah.
V? You?
I've got one V, yes.
I learned how to play on a flying V, and you want
Just
to.
play it sitting down. You go,
Well,
like
well, no,
that.
I would put I'd put one horn over one leg and then the other horn over the other
That's the way to
side,
do it, yeah.
and I played it. And so when I started getting when I started getting a Fender, the first Fender I got was a Fender Lead, which I've tried to buy since then, and you can't. They just want a bazillion bucks for them. Lead
Right.
twos aren't that bad, and then the lead threes are cheap. But the first Fender lead, where it had a humbucker that was double tap, so you could split it to bottom or top or the whole thing hot. I used
Yeah,
to love
I
that
think
thing.
that was Fender's first kind of super strat, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and it was just so right on. And now I can't get my hands on one, and
I have to play like either if I have a strap, it has to be up like ridiculously high. Like I can't have it low. And like if I'm
Yeah,
playing on my
especially
leg,
with a
I have to
bass.
have it up on my leg, and I don't like playing like this so much. It just feels weird, but you know when I'm I feel like I have more control when I'm more classical position. But then I also got a massive gut too, so instead of it laying flat, it goes like this. You know, like I can't just play normal. I have to play at an angle. Is kind of ridiculous, but
uh,
I was going to
Jay,
say, see, while I'm here, you were mentioning with your Yamaha bass that was it the eighth fret that you had rattle.
yeah, it's a great about that. I
It's,
have
it's,
it
it's,
plugged
it's,
in.
it's usually going to be one or two things, right? It's either going to be your neck is too straight, or you've got one high fret.
Yeah.
And if your neck is too straight, it's just a lefty turn of the truss rod, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I'll have you hear it because I like. I mean, when it's plugged in, I don't know. I mean, like pole vault says it didn't sound so bad. I don't know if it
Uh huh.
sounds really that so bad or like. Yeah, I'm just like overthinking it or something.
Hmm.
Let me turn my mic off.
Right. I want you to do one thing, right? See on your low your low bass string,
Yeah.
fret the first fret, right? And then with your right hand, fret the same string just before it meets the body, and
Mhm.
see if you've got much of a gap in the middle or below your
I
string.
mean, I do. It's not, it closes up. It closes up on both ends and opens up more towards the middle. So yeah, like it's
Well, you have relief then. That's pretty. So it's not your neck isn't too straight then. So it's probably just your fret's a little high.
yeah. Let me take the treble all the way up on my pedal here and have you hear it with the.
Right.
Yeah, it's like yeah. It
It's,
doesn't
you, I
seem
think
to.
you've got too much. You may have too much relief. You have to straighten your neck, which is a righty turn of the thrust rod.
So
You know,
so straighten it more then.
Would you
I thought-
would you suggest a quarter turn or half turn?
always a quarter turn and then check it.
So you want? So you say I should straighten it more?
Just a little, and then do what I said again. Hold the first fret, and then let the 12th fret, and then see if you can reach. Try and tap in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, because I mean I don't know, like it's kind of a little bit buzzy, and I mean I know
Uh-huh.
some people like it, but
Check, check.
Does it come? Did you hear it coming through your amplifier?
um, well let me turn off my mic and play it, and this is through my DI pedal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not getting any volume on your bass though.
You're not?
No, but I've been here. I mean, I can hear it though.
Do you find it any more difficult to play in the middle of the neck?
Play towards the middle of that. Because you're kind of hearing a little bit of the strings through my mic. That's why I keep turning it
Yeah.
up.
Right.
And that's where I'm picking up a lot of the noises, like in that general area. But like I don't know, I think it sounds kind of natural. Like, does it really sound like that bad? Like, or
No.
It sounds fine to me. It sounds fine to me. I've had basses that
Yeah.
rattle like a snake.
Yep. I know what you mean.
Good. They were supposed to be good.
sometimes,
Rattled.
because sometimes when I'm playing too, and I don't know if it's like my pick angle, and if it's because, like I said, my gut kind of tends to make my guitar move out that way. Like sometimes when I'm playing, and I know I'm doing this with pushing the string off the fret, but when I'm not doing that, sometimes I still get kind of like a when I'm
Right.
plucking normally,
Right.
it gets kind of like a little rattly.
Probably just natural then.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just gets this weird metallic kind of rattle, and it's like it comes and goes.
Right.
Have you tried the Steve Harris mode?
The what?
The Steve Harris mode. That's where you go Iron Maiden on it, man.
Oh, just-
Hey, the only way that's going to work, E, is you've got to sing the words to the song while you play the bass, even though you're not singing. You got to go. Yeah.
Nasty.
And I think this one right here, I don't want to even mess with it. It's a Kramer, uh, and
hmm
but the thing is do you ever have them sit in the case for long, long times and they do this? You hear that?
I know what you mean there. To be honest,
The pots get like a little crunchy.
I've got most of my guitars hanging up or
Yeah.
on stands. I don't usually keep my guitars in cases apart from some acoustics. It's
And I've got
I like to look at them.
yeah, I got a
This one's not playing at all. That's great.
well, that is really great. You're talking about needing to clean the pots on it. But the I got some acoustics. I just don't play it. I only got into playing acoustic at all in this community, but I got like an Italian 1967 something other over here, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing with that? Why are you
Right,
doing
right.
it, man?" And I don't even pull it out because I'm like, okay, that's expensive, and all the acoustic
Phrasing.
stuff you hear me play comes off a Washburn.
Phrasing.
Because I paid like $25 for it. And if I turn around and hit this Haflinger over here or something where it has a corner and it puts a ding in
Oh,
it, I'm like, big deal, you know. So do you still have big amps?
hmm
I'm really torn, but you still gig, right? You do gigs.
well, I haven't gigged for nearly 3 months, but yeah.
Well, so you show up at places where you need the big amps, but I haven't. I don't ever plan on playing live anywhere again in my life. I really don't. And I've got the interfaces now, and a bunch of the venues that you do go to already have their system there. And
hmm
I'm just wondering, man, I got these big stacks everywhere in here, and they're just taking up room and room and room. And I'm just like,
Move them on. I would sell them.
I mean, I used to mic the cabinets when I first started doing this, but it didn't make any sense anymore because I can sit in here and Sunshine can come in the studio and talk to me while I'm going direct in and nothing gets picked up.
Yeah, I mean, I've got like fancy old Fender amps over there and uh, Marshalls and Black Stars and all sorts of amps. But when I'm playing or recording through, I'm using a Moore GE1000 multi effects pedal, so
Yeah.
good through a mixer. So
Uh,
Of
it
course.
works fine.
Well, of course I use my Valerie Bot distortion.
Oh yes.
You know the Valerie Bot custom effects pedal lady? Yeah. What?
Da da da
What?
That's a
da.
bit decimator.
No.
Oh, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
All right. No. Irvin. No. I no. No. I got one.
Bit Crusher versus Distortion.
Oh,
I need to. One thing it is like I think that happened during shipping when she sent it. Like it got jostled. There's like
so cool.
there's a wire that I need to solder.
Well,
Because like yeah, I think something got loose. But
when
I
I
need her to
go,
like show me how that works. Cause
whenever I go over to someone's house and play or something, which I don't do much anymore, but whenever I go, I throw that on the floor, and they're like, "Dude,
the
does
fuck
that?"
is that?
Yeah, they're like, "Does that say pole vault on it?" And have like the
You
naked
got your
angel
own
girl.
fucking pedal, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, that's the signature series distortion. That's right. That's what I'm doing.
But yeah, this has um this has she's got the settings written down on a piece of paper in a box over here, but it's got bit rate. It's got like a bit. This is a bit crusher. So like so it gives me like some really cool video game sounds. Hence the video game design on that.
There we go. Finally got this thing to make a sound. It's the toggle switch. There's so many switches on this thing, this Kramer. It's this it's this 5-way switch. No, it's not. It's the volume. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing too. Like with my Yamaha, I need to get that thing I'm just gonna get it rewired, because
Well, and here's the
I don't
thing.
know.
For like under $10, you can get a wiring harness off of Amazon and just up the pots. For under $10, you can get the whole wiring harness already wired to where you just cut your pickup and splice 2 wires and let that bitch roll. Now, unless you got like multiple pickups like this thing does, but
Yeah, my thing is, I'm just not that, I'm kind of a little bit savvy, but I would much rather just leave that to someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. Because me, with my anger issues, if something goes wrong, I'm half tempted to just destroy it. You know what I mean? So,
well,
I'd
Sunshine
rather someone else fuck with it.
Sunshine did some shit the other day, and I was telling her, she was like, "So, can I get some electric tape from you?" And I'm like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And she was wiring something, and I was like, "Your friend is shrink wrap. Your friend is shrink wrap. Electric tape used to be cool and shit, before shrink wrap, but now when you're splicing wires, the shrink wrap is just everything. I mean, it actually makes a bond. I feel like this is strong or stronger than the wire was to start with. So, well, yeah, DJ, but you is A-list. Yeah, it's coming in. It's coming in. God, that's bad. How am I going to get my Pearl Jam on?
Pang, pang, pang. Kind of like.
And I tell you what, nothing pisses me off like getting a bad cable in the studio. Okay. It's not a bad cable, and you start chasing it around. But this freaking okay, I'm through with you.
Hey, Justine. Hi, Justine.
Justin, this Kramer has a really weird toggle switch on it. I don't even know what that's for. Maybe I'm doing something. See that switch down by the I guess it's the tone knob, and it's got a 5-way. So I wonder what the fuck that switch is for.
Huh.
Mm.
Low resolution, high resolution.
Well, it's 3-way.
No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe it's to tap that what is it? The humbucker at the bottom. And maybe it's to split that humbucker.
Coil tap or something like that?
Yeah, on the So maybe they cool tapped the humbucker, which would give it 4 pickups in it.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm just not that like I said. I'm not that savvy, and people talk about this shit. There was one Discord server that I was on where it was all gearheads, and everyone talking about split coils, this and that. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I guess I understand like how how some people feel when they talk about synth stuff, and they're like fucking on about so
Hey, I seen Elisa's synth pad and keyboard for $50 yesterday, and it has the little thing, so I can do the. It's right.
it's got like pads or something on it.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so it's kind of a little bit like my MPC. Where you
Yeah,
can like put like little sounds and shit, and
it's I'm sending JW invite. I'm gonna have to go in a little while because I got a grandkid birthday. Imagine there's 9 pole vaults running around out there. Well, no. Wait, 9. There's 13 pole vaults running around out there. Hey, you.
this is pretty much what I
Yeah.
what I work.
So I don't ever play this thing, but do you know what the switch is? Right there. Is that the tap?
Not
That humbucker or something?
I'm guessing it probably is, yeah.
Because it has the 5-way switch, and
Ah.
and then it has that down there. So
It's either that or it maybe it brings in the neck pickup with your bridge pickup.
Oh, okay.
It could be that too.
Well, let me get that
That's what I
Mockingbird
get
out.
for moving stuff around.
that is really like a problem right now. That the Mockingbird. Oh yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No no! Oh no no!
Yes.
Oh no! Oh no no!
Oh yeah. Let's see. Ding, ding. So this is the pain in the ass. JW in that just click on that link. But this is the one that I started my day off with. And are you familiar with the Invader pickups?
Yes.
Okay. So I did some dumbass shit because I like being a dumbass. And there was a really hot Invader, and then a not so hot Invader for the bridge. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I should have got a neck pickup that was a lot different, but both of them were hot, real hot, and I just wanted to do that just to overbear. And so it really doesn't matter how I turn it. Another thing on this Mockingbird is the volumes are these. This is the bottom volume, and this is the top volume, and this is the tone up here, which my brother, it drives him crazy because this usually would be a volume. But
Yeah.
but that's. But
Always loved that body shape. I think Mockingbirds are beautiful.
well, and it does fit in the lap really good.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is I was telling E, this whole part was sawed off when I got it. Someone had taken the saw
And the reason why, and he was like, why would they do that? If you see a lot of these mockingbirds, they put the strap right here, and it broke off, and it broke off, and it
Right.
broke off. And they
Okay.
kept screwing it in, and it kept breaking off. But I put wooden dowels in it, and then I put Bondo, which is kind of crazy. Why would you do that? I mean, I probably should have used wood putty or something like that, but I used Bondo, and I made the horn back to where it was. And this was originally supposed to be chrome, but when I put the
Right.
clear coat over it, it turned into like this iPhone gray. But
Looks cool.
yeah, well, what I was not really married to it, but when lights hit it, whatever the lighting is on it at the time, it turns that color. And like if I'm under a yellow light, it's like a yellow.
Nice.
Yeah, but this is and I paid
Maybe-
$50 for it in 2000.
Maybe Hugh can tell you what that switch thing is.
Oh yeah, that's what we were looking at. But now here we go on this. What? Right here, there's a rattle.
Could you play it clean?
Huh?
Could you
Play-
play it clean? Because I can't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really can't tell what the story.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, it's almost punchy like a bass.
Well, it doesn't
Yeah.
change. It doesn't change in between there. And the thing is, there's only so clean that these pickups get.
Yeah, I think it needs some fretwork.
Yeah, right on that third one, because here you're okay. Here
Yeah.
you're okay, but
Yeah.
right there.
See, that's kind of sometimes what I get a little bit with my bass. Get that little pum,
Yeah.
kind of little punchy, weird noise.
Yeah,
That's
it's a high
the sound
fret
that kind
mostly.
of comes and goes.
What do you think of this guitar?
Now I don't see the headstock. Is it what is that?
Talking to me?
It was a collaboration between a Louvier mate of mine called Billy Finlayson and an English acoustic company actually called Tanglewood.
Oh yeah,
So a very limited number of, but it's a bit like a PRS,
yes.
but it plays more like an Ibanez almost. It's like
Well,
super
you know-
low action and
I would have been way off on my guess if I wouldn't have seen the head. I was going to guess
Yeah.
that it might be a carving, which you don't.
yeah, it could be. It looks like a carbon too. Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of those around. I've seen someone play
There's,
the other day.
if you ever see any of these in the wild, buy it because they're probably the most value guitar you'll get for your money anywhere.
Well, as you can see, and you're in the guitar biz, right?
Well, I was a buyer and seller for years, but I've stopped doing that now.
Well, you know what I do. Apparently,
Mhm.
I wait until Friday and Saturday night when everybody's going to like get their crack, or whatever, and I buy guitars really cheap. I don't think I've ever spent over like $200 for one. JW, I put the link down there. But no, and me and JW, me and him have traded so many guitars to each other. I think what happened is I used to trade and sell guitars and have them all the time. And then one day I quit trading them and I quit selling them, and they started accumulating like snow. But
I tell you why I stopped doing it was a guy pulled a knife out on me in a parking lot. So I took it off him and punch fuck at him.
Yeah,
I'm
Took-
yet to see
Took his
an
guitar.
yeah.
I'm yet to see an episode of Hoarders where someone's got so many guitars that they're just everywhere. Where they're in
It was my house.
There's so many of them. It's like, and
I was
the
just
hoarder
swimming.
people are like there's dead guitars in the corner, and they're you're like, no, don't throw them away. They're my friends.
Everywhere I reach out, there's a guitar to grab. I mean, I can go like.
It's like like when you see in a horror house, you see like a dead cat and it's like flat as cardboard. It'd be like the same thing with like a guitar, just like this
Yeah.
thin, wafer thin guitar that's just dead in the corner for like years.
Well, I've never seen anything. There's very few things out there. Gold has been doing really good. Okay, gold has been doing really good, but guitars are right there with gold. Okay, I'm saying guitars. I paid $50 for this guitar that's in my in my lap right now. Right now on eBay, there's one that is totally destroyed, just destroyed, and they want $1,200 for it.
Right.
I mean, guitars. I mean, they just keep going. And Sunshine, if you're watching this, guitars just keep going up in price. It's an investment, really. It's an investment.
I have a relative who what a big tax.
Hey, what do you got there? Oh, is that Willie Nelson one?
No, this is my Tacoma.
Oh, the Tacoma.
Oh, nice.
I have a relative who bought a expensive John Mayer PRS and doesn't play or anything, just bought it because fuck you money. And I'm like, you're gonna let me play that, right? No. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you bought this thing and you're not gonna let me, your relative, play that shit? Like, come on.
Uh-oh.
Sunshine.
What is this?
Oh.
What is this? Sunshine's
Bomb.
Sunshine's giving me something on stream here.
Fan sent you a bomb.
A bum? I like
Oh.
bums.
Hello, Sunshine.
You said hello, Sunshine.
Oh, I can't hear anything. Hey. Can't hear anybody, so.
And you see JW's down there. Let's see what. This better not be like some sexual device, Sunshine.
It's a dildo bomb.
Present, I'm giving you an present.
It's a dong bomb.
A dong bomb. Let's see.
I haven't opened it, so I hope that's what it is.
Oh my God, she says she doesn't know what it is.
No, I said I was.
I really hope you haven't like. Is it a nipple pincher or something?
Nipple pincher. Is it another one of them nutcrackers? Medieval nut cracking
Oh,
torture
shit.
device?
No. Oh man, Valerie's gonna be very jealous of me. Oh my God, it's a Yeti mug with pole vault written on it.
Whoa.
Ooh.
You know
Jelly,
how
I'm jelly.
you know
And you know what? You know
what?
You know when you put. So I know you don't know this because you don't own a Yeti, but a friend of mine, gave me a Yeti for like one of my last birthdays or something,
Mm-hmm.
and it changed my life because like I know you don't drink hot drinks, so I'll just say cold drinks. You love cold drinks, and it will keep your ice cold forever. Like your ice will not melt. Like your drink.
So
This thing, this
Magic.
motherfucker holds.
I wanted to get you one, and I love mine so much, and I got you.
are you trying to take Valerie's Yeti sponsorship? Yeti. If
I want one.
Yeah.
I got this thing. This motherfucker is like. I can keep tasting this thing for like 24 hours.
The thing is that's kind of crazy that it has pole vault.
Cool.
Yes.
Is that engraved in there?
Yes.
Oh wow. So I guess they can great.
Really cool.
JW Eagles. JW plays Eagles on the. Yes, I love it. No, it's done. It's done. Everything's going crazy. Hey, when do we go? Never mind. Hey, I'm fisting a hat. JW.
Hey,
I'm fisting to have to go to one of my grandkids' birthday parties. But this was cool. And me and you are probably going to get together and do a show with, I'll get with you and talk to you and,
Yeah.
and we'll talk
right
about,
on, bro.
what we're going to do. We're going to
Mhm.
talk about guitars and stuff. But I've got to go to, I think it's my 17-year-old grandson's birthday party, and he has
Cool.
been learning how to play. And so what I did is I gave him, E. Urban, how you were talking about that crummy Jackson, like the really shitty Jackson.
Yeah.
I gave him one of those, and I told him learn how to play. And as soon as you learn how to
Mr.
play,
Coma.
huh? That white pearl one I had, and I'm taking that away from him. I'm gonna go in and just take it away from him, and then I'm gonna throw that purple sparkle Jackson Kelly on him, and then and as he gets better, we're switching out guitars.
That was like once he can play a song, is like a good
Uh,
benchmark. That's what my dad did. Like like when 1 year for my birthday, like it was like okay, if you can play a song, doesn't even matter if it's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, I'm gonna pull the psych on him. I'm gonna just walk in and be like, Jesse, I need that guitar back. Give it back right now. And he's gonna be like, Peepaw, no. You're gonna have
I'm
to take this
playing on
one
Mr.
right
Coma.
now. You fading in and out on me.
30
You're
years.
going through how 30 years? I know you had that one that you played with Willie Nelson and stuff. We're always doing crazy shit. But hey, yeah. Hey, thanks, Justine. I gotta wrap up when Sunshine comes in and drops in on me. A Yeti mug with pole vault on it. People are gonna think that I pole vault.
Yeah.
Do I look like a pole vaulter?
Man, I'm having some lagging issues.
Are you French?
Yeah. But
I didn't know your name was Volta.
yeah, pole vaulter. I was never supposed to be pole vault, so that's weird how that shit happened. I was supposed to be pole, and then like a bunch of people started saying, "Hey, pole vault," and I'm like, "Oh shit, I guess my name's pole
And
vault."
it's stuck.
Yeah. See, the name of the band was Pole, and the website was the Pole Vault, where I kept all the music.
Right.
And everybody started calling me Pole Vault, and I was like, "Oh shit, look at what I did." But hey, I had a real good time. I may be back around. The Jammies are going to be on tonight, and like I said, I'll get with you and
Sure thing. Right.
and E. I'll never see you again, and you too.
Let's say JW, that Tacoma was sounding lovely.
Yeah. And we got I'm going to work on some stuff with JW, and we're going to get some videos out there and stuff. But I appreciate everybody dropping in. I appreciate all
Right,
y'all.
all the best.
Y'all have
Fun,
a good
man.
day. Thanks, man.
Bye bye.